Hello everyone. I was looking for a new way to display some of my books when I go out to events, and I found this bookshelf that's for kids, and I thought maybe it would work to display my books when I have them out for sale. It's like a bookshelf, so if you're looking for a bookshelf for your kids' room, this might work too. But I wanted to try it because if you're out at an event where it's windy out and you're outside, everything blows around. So I thought maybe this would be a good option. So I'm just going to open it up and see what it looks like. And I'll put some of my books in it to see if it'll work. Here. So this is what it looks like. It's a kid's bookshelf and it sits on the floor, but I was hoping it would fit up onto a table, and then I could put the books in and display them when I have them out for sale. So, looks like it needs a lot of assembly. So, I will try and figure that out. So, it looks like it was packaged nicely. This looks like the pockets that the books would go down into. And here are the parts. And then rods. And lots of screws. And it looks like they give you a little tool to put it together. Some more parts. Okay, well, I don't have enough room here, so I gotta find another spot to put it together. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so the instructions say to make sure that you have all of the parts first. So, I put them in order. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, R. The first direction, step 1, says connect D and E to make 6 cross pipes. So I have one done there, and it was pretty easy to get together. So I take the two. It's a little bit difficult because you have to make sure that you get it in there, and then you have to push down so that it will go in, and it clips right in there. So I'll get these set up. Okay, the next step, I have to get the big pockets and slide the D and E rods into the pockets. Okay, so the part G is very, very long. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but it's very, very long, and there's some pockets at the ends here. So I will try and slide these into the pockets. It's a little harder for me because I'm trying to record this for you. So it's actually not too bad. Probably be better if I laid it down on the table, but I'm trying to show you, so it's a little bit harder, but not too bad. There we go. Okay, so I'll get all of those in. So the next step says to connect A, B, C to make the shelf frame. So we'll get those ready here. Okay, so we have the frame. I'll get the other one done. Okay, so now I am at step 4 where we assemble everything together. So I just put it by my door. It's about the length of my door, so that's pretty cool. So I'll get it put together. Okay, so now I just have one more step with the letter F. And that is the crossbar that goes on the bottom. So I will get that done. Okay, I have it all set up, and I did mess up a little bit with putting it together. I wasn't supposed to put the bottom thing on first. You have to put it in with the arm there, so they go together. And then there's a crossbar at the back there. So it wasn't too bad to put together, pretty easy. So let's get some books in here and see how it looks. Okay, so here we go. I'll start with some of my first books that I published. And then a couple of the newer ones. Probably have to think of this better when I do it at an event, but I have some smaller books here. Maybe they would be better in the front. Then I have some of my coloring books here. Well, this one's not a coloring book. That one's Sneaky Snake's book. This one's a coloring book. That one's a coloring book. Alright. And I think that's all the books I have. So this is how it looks from the floor. So if you were coming up looking at it like this. So looks pretty good. You can see the covers pretty well if you're having an event. Some of them are hiding, but I guess that's to be expected. So, okay, so here is my bookshelf up on my table that I would use at events. So, looks pretty good. I wanted to show you, if you do have it on the floor, it's pretty smooth. So, the only thing I would say is I'm not sure how well the screws would stay in place, so I would recommend this for older kids, like over 3 years old, if you're using it as a bookshelf. But I think it's pretty cool. The pockets hold pretty much. So I wanted to show you that this is actually very lightweight, and I can actually just pick it up just like this. And it fits really nicely on my table. Now, the one thing I did notice is that the books could possibly slide out. This one it won't, and this one it won't because they're larger, but the smaller books could possibly slide out on the side. So I wouldn't probably use this for outdoor events because a lot of times it's windy outside, but I really like it for indoors, and you could even put the books on the outside for the ones that you really want them to see the covers. And it's really great for kids to put on the floor too, just as a bookshelf, and the kids just go and they can see the covers and they can get whatever book they want. So it's really good to encourage kids to read as well. So thank you so much for watching. I'll put a link in the description below for where you can buy it if you're interested.